Hello there everyone, my name is Clink and welcome back to Dark Souls. Today we are going to finish up Sen's Fortress, good old Sen's Funhouse. The first thing I actually want to do, so this is where we found Siegmeyer, is over this way. I actually want to aim the boulders over this way, so if you move this lever it changes the direction the boulders get shot out. That'll break the wall down there towards the cages I was talking about. And if you move it this way, it actually shoots out into the void, so this will kind of protect you from it. So definitely good to have it aimed this way if we want to go and get some items. There's a couple in the two directions we haven't gotten to see at all, so we'll go down here and don't go near that elevator. I actually don't want to touch that. I want to go into this side. It doesn't open from this side, crap. Is it that over there? Oh wait, no, I remember how to get down there now. I always get a little mixed up in this part of the area, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit, but that's the way we need to go to progress. Don't worry, I do remember that. But there is some stuff that we can see otherwise that of course I want to go do. So we'll pay a visit to our friend right here. Give him a nice backstab, as I always do, and take our Soul of a Proud Knight. I just realized I'm actually gonna need the boulders aiming back out this way, but right here you can get the Black Sorcerer set and a Hush sorcery, so if you are looking for all the sorceries at all, there is another one of them. Most of them you just buy from Griggs and Logan, but some of them, like this one, are elsewhere. Yeah, we're just gonna do it the intended way. So what we need to do is aim the boulders back out to this, and I usually die for this, so I'm gonna be curious to see how this goes. We'll let another boulder fall down and we'll follow it, because essentially what we need to do is let a couple boulders build up at the bottom. So we're gonna drop down here again and run over here. This takes you back out towards the main chamber area if you want to go there a little bit more, but honestly I kind of don't. I want to go get what's down here because it's actually really good. So we're gonna let this boulder go past, and we are going to make a mad dash for the bottom here, because this is what we really want. I think 3 boulders need to build up into this, so we'll let that happen in the background. And right here is going to be your first mimic. So chests up to this point have all been safe, but if you look at this chest, the chain comes to the front. Usually it'll coil around to the back, but this time it's in the front. That's because this guy is a mimic. He'll be a nice gotcha type enemy. I really like the mimics though. I think they're a super fun enemy to have in the game. So we'll go ahead and kill him though, and you can get a lightning spear. This is an already infused spear. It's very good if you upgrade it. Lightning essentially doesn't have scaling, but it has very high base damage and also inflicts lightning damage, so it's still pretty solid. We'll go on ahead, come in here, get the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring. This will boost your item discovery. It's a fantastic ring if you're trying to farm stuff. Definitely don't want to miss out on it. And now we're going to ride the Elevator of Death. Hopefully I don't die on it. You'll notice it is all bloody. Just run up against the edge to get out in time, because it'll keep going up, and it'll actually press you against some spikes up there. That's not very friendly, but this will allow us to get back up to the top just fine. So we'll do that and send the boulders back out into the void, because we're going to actually progress the area and go straight towards the end of it, which is this way. Pressure plate, be careful. Don't want to die to those arrows right there. Yeah, there's still a lot of the area I haven't even been to down at the very bottom, but I just don't really have much interest in going down there, because there's not anything interesting down there at all. So we're gonna just keep going on up at this point. Bonk, slap him in the face, or in the crotch really, with our awesome parrying skills and finish them off. I think this is another elevator that goes up into some spikes, but I honestly don't remember where it goes to. I'm not too inclined to find out either, because I want to just get the important stuff at this point and make our way to the end. Because there's still a decent chunk of this area to go. Over here, though, is another very handy-dandy item. It's just more large titanite shards, but of course I'm going to get it. I also need to look more into the lore about these man serpents. I actually have no idea what they are. And I think that is enough for plus 10. So once we get to the bonfire, we'll upgrade this a bit more. There's a bonfire not too much further in at this point, so we will definitely do that. I almost forgot about my friend here. Yeah, there's this guy. He's a bit of a jerk, gonna be honest. Do I have any items I can use to get rid of him? Maybe these throwing knives will knock him off. I'm not sure though. I think 3 can knock him off. No, 4? 5. There we go. 5 throwing knives. There we go. Yeah, the throwing knives can be kind of helpful for some stuff like that. You'll see me use pebbles in Bloodborne when I eventually get around to that game, because they're actually pretty helpful for just drawing enemy aggro and stuff. Nothing really over that way, but you can activate that pressure plate if you want to make this arrow trap shoot at you. But yeah, we have reached the top of Sen's Fortress at this point, and you can see this giant putting the boulders down. Like I said, it's really cool how they contextualize stuff like that. I didn't really mention it, but the wheel you ride up in Blighttown to get to the top, that's actually operated by one of those little fire-breathing dogs. Yeah, the bonfire, just drop off the edge right here. Very sneaky bonfire. I don't even remember if I found this one on my first playthrough, but now we can reinforce our claymore up to plus 10, and that is as high as that is going to go for the time being. So how much damage are we looking at now? 322, that is pretty darn good. Alright. And hopefully I can keep my humanity, because I really want to summon for this boss. Because the NPC you can summon is just the best. Love this guy. We're gonna go over this way. More large titanite if you still need some. Yeah, Sen's Fortress pretty much gives you enough large titanite shards to max out your weapon. Here's another one of Tarkus's knights that we saw in the Undead Parish the first time. This time we are a little more equipped to handle this guy is what I want to say, but clearly I'm not doing such a good job of that. Oh my goodness. Nearly died. Alright. Okay. Moving on from that, another large titanite shard if you need it. Hopefully, I'll be fine after this guy. I'll just probably rest at the bonfire again. Because over here is an NPC to kill. This is Rickard. And he is somewhat dangerous, but not really. Are you ever gonna shoot me? Oh, yeah, now you are. Jeez, alright. But yeah, he has a rapier that can be kind of deadly. Just don't let him parry you. As you can see, he's got a parry shield. Any sort of buckler is going to be a parry shield. But we'll go ahead and just take him out. And he'll give us his rapier as a reward. And up here's actually 2 kind of interesting items, but very unimportant. The Divine Blessing, which is essentially just a full heal, one-time use. And a rare Ring of Sacrifice, which is basically the same as a Ring of Sacrifice, but it will also save you from getting cursed. This has one very good specific use case that I will be using it for a little bit later on in the game from now. Well, actually for me it's gonna be much later because I'm gonna do that area as one of the last ones, but it'll be helpful. Let's go back to the bonfire, because I don't feel so confident with only the 3 flasks, so we'll just drop back down. I'm gonna go on ahead and use, I'm gonna use 2 of these, just because I feel like that's how many I'm gonna need to level up. I don't remember how many souls it takes at this point. Yeah, I could have done 1 less, I think, and been fine. But there we go, level 48. Looks like 30 endurance is gonna be level 50. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to prioritize, stamina all the way to 40, or if I want to just get strength and dex up to 27 now. I don't know. But let's keep going. I'm gonna try to do this. This jump right here is pretty tough, but it's one I need to do. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, I always get worried doing it. You won't die if you fall there, but you will take a large chunk of damage. And over here, we can meet another crestfallen warrior.
What? Who are you? Another undead, eh? I took on Sen's fortress alone, but I'm no different from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. Ah, you think you're different? That you can handle it? Yes, I remember that feeling, for I was the same. So, let me help you out, with your soul searching.
So yeah, he sells some pretty decent items, large titanite shards if you need them, green titanite shards, a couple weapons like the Guts Greatsword, Balder Shield, Tower Shield, Katarina armor, steel armor, Balder armor, all good stuff, and then the stone plate rings for lightning and magic damage if you want some resistances to that. All very expensive and stuff I'm not gonna be able to buy right now, but I don't really have any intention to buy it either, so instead we're gonna go all the way down this tower, which is quite a long staircase, honestly, but it's a very, very important item down here, so it's worth coming for. But excuse me, what? How is that not a backstab? I think this is the void you can send the boulder out into, but we'll get the cage key, which we can use for a shortcut back down to the bottom, and we can also use it to rescue an NPC that we'll do here in a second, once we climb the long staircase of long staircase. Yeah, it's big. There's no getting around this. It's just pain in the butt. You gotta make that jump, and you gotta go down the staircase. Which I would really like to make this jump, because I'm actually going to be jumping over here this time to say hello to our giant friend over here, who will get kind of angry at you for coming over here. But that's also why I did it, because it's funny. We're gonna kill him. He's just doing his job, minding his business, but he's also kind of terrorizing you with the boulders, which hopefully that wall is still broken open. If it's not that big of a deal. Okay, once they do this, you've pretty much won, because they'll tire out after that and you can kill them. And your reward upon killing it is going to be a Titanite chunk. There's another one of these guys to kill, and it will also drop a chunk, so we're going to be pretty... Actually, I think we'll have enough chunks. No. It takes 7 chunks to get to plus 14. And that's all the chunks you're gonna need. But we'll run down here. The door is wide open, and this guy is now leaning against nothing, which is hilarious. Can we not backstab him? I guess not. I'm just gonna take you out then. Alright. But yeah, in here, now that we have the cage key, we can rescue this guy.
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is melting my mind. The inactivity is repressive.
Alright, yeah, we'll free you.
Oh, heavens. Thank you. I'm saved. And I'd love to resume my travels, but I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firelink Shrine. Speak with me there, so that I may impart my sorcery.
Yeah, that is Big Hat Logan. So he's going to be your higher tier sorcery merchant. All of the magic spells will have the starter merchant that we've met all of, which is Petrus, Griggs, and Laurentius. And then there will be a higher tier one, which Rhea will be that for miracles later on, who we met right outside the elevator back up to Undead Parish. Then Logan is the sorcery one, and what's it called? The other one we haven't met yet. So, but down here we can take out some Balder Knights, and you can actually get the Flamestone plate ring, I'm pretty sure is what this item is. Go ahead and let him just do his attack. Get it out of your system, buddy. Yeah, Flamestone plate ring. And with this, we're pretty much good to gun to the boss, just about. Which, man, this episode's longer than I thought it was going to be. Zen's Fortress just takes a while to do everything, I feel like. Just because you have to wait around on some stuff and you gotta manipulate a few things, but that's part of why I like it so much. It's just great. It kind of feels like a Zelda dungeon, and I think that's why I enjoy it so much. Definitely like a pretty top tier area for Souls games for me. And plus, it's just cool exploring a big fortress like this. Also, with the cage key, it has one other use right here. You can open this cage or the other one, whichever one you end up going up to. And this will be your shortcut back to the very beginning of the area if you want to go back to Andre for whatever reason, or need something from the rest of the game up to this point. That is how you would get back down. But I recommend having everything you need at this point. Be well prepared to go into Anor Londo, since that's going to be the next area. As after we get the Lord Vessel from Anor Londo, the game's going to change pretty drastically, so I recommend just coming into Zen's Fortress with everything you need, put it off until then, and then come to Anor Londo after Zen's Fortress. Okay, good. I didn't want this Balder Knight to hit me. Boss is right there. We'll deal with him in a minute, though. Because first, we have another giant to take out up here, who is going to just get angry immediately. Wow, I've never seen him get angry just straight out the gate like that. But yeah, because of that, he's just a sitting duck, and we're going to take him out for it. So, sorry, buddy. Give me my Titanite chunk, and I will move on. I find it really interesting how it's almost easier to get Titanite chunks than it is large Titanite shards. But yeah, the NPC we have is just over here, and oh boy, is he the best. Black Iron Tarkus! Yeah, the goat. Love this guy. He's so cool. Mainly because if you are struggling on this boss, which the boss is just over there, you can see him standing there. Tarkus can solo this thing. Tarkus is a beast. An absolute legend. He's another undead who was making the undead pilgrimage, and it looks like he is here to help us out. Our world and his have crossed paths, and help us out he is. He's got his Guts sword. Not quite like Guts, since he's got a shield. I don't think Guts ever uses one. And buddy, what are you doing? We got a boss to fight, Tarkus. I didn't think I left any enemies alive. All right, he's coming. All right, good. All right. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Today's matchup: the Iron Golem versus Black Iron Tarkus. Begin. Oh, Tarkus ain't doing so hot. Don't worry, he'll be fine. I promise. He'll be fine. He's got this in the bag. It's easy if he ever even attacks. Because Tarkus hits this guy like a freight train when he hits him. We do a decent bit of damage too. Strike damage usually doesn't do super well against the Iron Golem, but because our weapon's pretty upgraded. But see, look at how much damage he does in one strike. Look at that go. Oh man. Although, I've got to admit, this is probably the worst performance I've ever gotten out of Tarkus. His AI is not wanting to do so hot today. Usually he just, like, goes up and smacks the golem around. Yeah, I always think it's just so funny to watch him fight the Iron Golem. Iron Golem really isn't too bad. It can be kind of rough on the first playthrough, but if you just kind of stick at his feet, you can do pretty well, even if you're not doing much damage. Because I remember I was using the longsword on my first playthrough of this game, and it took forever to down the Iron Golem, but there we go. Once you win, you'll get the core of an Iron Golem and 40,000 souls. Lots of money, so we'll definitely get some levels out of that, but I'm gonna leave this ring for next time. For now, I'll end this here, and I'll see you guys next time, where we'll be heading off to Anor Londo. Bye-bye.